start building them a team and getting them field trained. See, G didn't even get a license. How long was it? How long were you coming to meetings before you got a license? 2 years. You don't know this about your leader. Can you imagine coming to a meeting for 2 years, every Tuesday, every Saturday, every convention, every fast start school, every business format school, and you've made no money, and he also had another business that paid him a lot of money, so he didn't need this, right? Best thing that ever happened to him. Because he knew how to close, persuade, knew the system, believed in it, WFG was deep. I'm not saying it should take 2 years, but that's an extreme example. The reason my hierarchy is so big is you used to have to get 2 licenses, which took on average about 9 months to a year. You imagine this? Every recruit took me on average 9 months to a year before they could even get both licenses to sell our old product. It was awesome because they got field trained, they got agency legs, they got tap-rooted. I was building leaders who were ready when they were licensed. I'm not saying don't get people licensed. Let me be very clear with my language here. I'm saying it's my number 3 or 4 priority, not my number 1. My number 1 is field training and taprooting, building a leader. Build leaders, teams will come. Build leaders, they stay. Get them a team, they don't quit. Nobody quits when they got 4, 5, 6, 7 people coming to meetings after 2 or 3 weeks. You got me? Yes. You don't got me, do you? Yes. That's what you do. Last thing, next, also building leaders. You got to build their identity up. You have to constantly be talking to them about their blessings and giftedness and reassuring them about it and seeing their giftedness and their blessings and telling them. You can't just tell them you're awesome. You have to tell them there's something they know is to be true about themselves and link it to WFG. Saying things like, hey, you're so nurturing, you're so good with people, you care so much about people, that's why you're going to win here. And they go, you know what? I do care about people. I am nurturing. Or I say, hey, man, you're so intense, you're so driven, man, you're so after, you're so hardworking, that's why you're going to win here. He goes, man, I may not be everything else, but I am hard working, I'm intense. So when you link a gift they know they have and you repeat it to WFG, their identity in WFG changes. Make sense to everybody? Yes. The other thing they have to be able to do, close. You got to teach them to close. So, build them a team, build up their identity, teach them to close. You're building a leader. You have to start that process from the second they're in your BPM. Okay, 6, compete. Get after it. Knock some heads. Beat some people. Want it. Kick someone's tail. Okay? If I'm playing you in anything, I don't care if we're playing golf, tiddlywinks, poker, cards, if you want to race me in the damn parking lot right now, I will race your ass. I was in a hotel, listen to me, just recently. I was in Vegas with a bunch of buddies. Me and this dude who played college football at San Diego State started talking smack. His name's Tom Boscia. He was a wide receiver there. My lad, you little squatty MF, you got all these muscles now, you can't run. He was a wide receiver. I was a leadoff hitting stolen base guy in college. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You think I can't run still, dude? I train every day at the damn gym. He goes, you'll snap a hamstring running after me. Right? Big table of dudes. We're at the steakhouse in Vegas. I go, hey, let's do this right now. I'm not kidding you. We had been at a meeting, so I was in like slacks and dress shoes too. I said, let's do this right now. He goes, dude, you're out of your mind. I go, I'm not playing with you, dude. Let's do this right now. And there's a strip in the casino like this. In the casino. Just like this. All the tables are over there. Everyone gathers around. This should have been on YouTube or like TMZ. All my buddies, everyone's drunk, right? I'm not drunk. I ain't drunk. My buddy's there. People in the casino start gathering. What the hell's going on? Me and him are like this. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. And they set up the finish line and they said, go, boom. You got 2 middle-aged grown-ass men. Bam. And he cheated and took off before he said go, just so you know. So he goes and he's gone. I'm like, shit. Boom. We're running. And I just start to reel him in. I'm not giving him a grown man. This is me, Mr. Instagram, right? Running. And at the very end, I trip. Actually, to be honest with you, he was right. My legs were just giving out. I had not run that long. Honestly, I had more lactic damn acid in my legs. Plus, there was some wine in my legs, too. Little wine, little acid. And we get to the end, and I literally go, and everyone's like, bah! And I'm like airborne, but no joke. This is like the finish line. I literally went, bah! And my arm crosses the front of his head like this, and I literally fall and roll, and all my buddies are, yeah! They interrupt. I'll compete with you at anything. I don't give a crap, man. My desire to compete and win is what got me where I am, because it distracted me from how damn broke I was the whole time. I didn't have time to think about how broke I was. I was trying to beat somebody, right? Now, I'm not competitive. You're a liar. You want to win so bad, you're a liar. You want to compete. You may not do it loud. You want to win. You want to win for your family. You want to make them proud of you. If you're going to get this going, you got to get competitive. Put some targets on some people. Look at a damn leaders bulletin. Make it matter to you. Get after somebody. Get stanky with it, man. Like, boom, you're after somebody, right? So to this day, I compete WFG against other companies. And we just been lately, especially slapping some people around, man. Slapping them around. Like, you want to know why I'm working? I'm like, oh, wait a minute here. All right, here we go. Yeah. We'll get this going. Yes. Right? So that's exactly right. You take competition out of life, what the hell are we doing here? Compete, get after it. I'm serious. You with me on that? Yes. I'm about to lose my mind talking about that topic. That's a dangerous topic for me because you will all see another side of me. I'm going to cut that off. Last thing, don't quit. I see so many people. See, here's what you don't know that you're doing that I want to explain to you. They may not be big ones, but what you're doing by being here, by making a phone call and then you forgot to call someone back, okay? The littlest things. What you're doing is you're making deposits in the bank account of success. Now, if you're smart, you start funding the hell out of that thing. Lots of phone calls, lots of recruits, lots of people, lots of hours, lots of meetings. That's what the front row did. But even in your case, if you haven't done that, just being here, that's a deposit. Taking a note, that's a deposit. Making a decision while I'm talking, that's a deposit. Making one phone call, that's a deposit. And so I don't know how big your account is. I don't know how big the account is, but I know you've made some deposits, okay? Over and over and over in life, people prematurely quit. And they never get to take the withdrawal. They never get the return on the investment, okay? Stick around to collect. Stick around to collect, man. Eventually, 10 years from now, you're not going to find 2 or 3 decent people. Because if you have 2 or 3 decent people in your business, you do know we pay you multiple 6 figures for that, right? You do understand that. Yeah? You end up with 5 or 6, we'll pay you $1 million a year. You end up with 7 to 10, you're rich. You forget this whole thing's about eventually finding a very small amount of people who are as crazy as you are. Okay? When you look at my big old hierarchy or my business, the truth is that was built on about 10 or 12 incredible leaders after many years, and some significantly good ones too. So you're just looking for those 2 or 3 to get you to the top. And then 5 or 6 gets you $1 million a year. 7 to 10 gets you stone-ass wealthy. Stick around to collect. Don't be stupid. Don't let the failure get you. Just, you know what it is you can't see the account. So you don't even know it exists. And I'm telling you the account exists. You with me on that, yes? Okay. Those are my 7. Now there's an additional one that we're going to get into. Then we'll have some fun. Where's the clicker, guys? Is it under my folder? Here it is. All right. Can you bring that up? There's one other element to be modern in the business now. I'm going to do it very quickly. Can we go up there, guys? Do you have that presentation, perhaps? Is it up there? No? Thumbs up? Thumbs up. Okay, so it's somewhere that I can't see? Can you guys see it? Oh, cool. Okay, cool. I can't see it, but that's all right. Let me walk over here so I can see it. So I don't. What's that? It's not on the screen. Your screen's broke. That's okay. No big deal. Let me walk over here. This is kind of cool anyway. All right. Take it easy. Here's what you got to have. You got to have a digital presence. You got to be on social media. This is not a debate. The world is on social media. If I were a code number right now, I could have 3,000 direct recruits this year. Every day I get between all forums 10 to 30 requests about WFG. What is it? How do I get involved? How do I get in business with you? I read about it. How do I do it? Constantly. So social media, you must be on social media. You have to get there. That's part of your business. It's how you brand yourself. It's how you advertise. It's how you hero make. It's how you train. It's how you elevate leaders. It's how you prospect. In addition to everything else. Just get this. People don't call each other anymore, man. Most people don't have a voicemail. So you're going to have to be on here and have a WFG reputation and presence. So what is a digital presence? I clicked, guys, there I clicked. What is one? It's a digital presence simply means you occupy some space online. That's all it means. You're online. Okay, that's it. You got a space. If you're not on there, here's what's crazy. Let me give you some hope. My first podcast was a year ago yesterday. My first Instagram post was June 1st this year. I currently have 970,000 followers on Twitter. 475,000 followers on Instagram. I picked up 18,000 people yesterday. Okay, so I'm one of the larger presences now on social media in the business personal development world, except unlike all these other jokers, I've done it in about 5 months. And I've done it because I've actually done it. I ain't making this shit up as I go along. Excuse my language. Okay? And so guess what? You have one of the biggest presences on social media in your own company, and you're not liking and commenting on my posts to get attention. Let me give you a clue. You know how I got all these posts? Tony Robbins told me in May, get on social media, man. And guess what? Start liking and commenting on my posts. My followers will then see you when you do it regularly. They'll look at your stuff and follow you. Yep. That's what I did. I do it with Andy Frisella, Grant Cardone. You should be doing it with Ed Mylett, you numbnuts. When I put a video out, there should be 50,000 likes and comments just from WFG. The crazy thing is 99% of my followers aren't WFG. They're other companies, including our competition. Which is great, because they message me now lately too, like, hey, the guy I'm with copies all your speeches, I should probably just do it with the original guy, right? I'm like, yes, you should. The guy's a dipshit, right? Okay? So, anyway, sorry about that. So get going on this. So, do you understand that if I recruit Nick and he gets a promotion, and I have 50,000, no, forget it, I have 500 followers, right? I get to put that promotion in front of a 500-person meeting at my own office. You got it? But if you have 3, who gives a crap if you promote him on there? Do you understand? The more you start building up, you're building your own meeting, your own presence. WFG should be the force of all time on social media. We call a shot, boom, #1 in the world. And you should have this little BPM going all the time, which is your damn life. Remember this, 3 business, 1 social. Here's me driving to my appointment. You don't put the policy notes, here's a closed sale, so-and-so just got licensed. Start putting this stuff up there. People will start to go, and then you'll learn about what hashtags to post when people search. You'll get where it starts, honestly, is like leverage me. Go like and comment on my stuff. Not the first time you do it, you're gonna get nothing. But if you do it 50 straight times, someone's gonna be like, boom, guess what? And you'll pick up, what if this year you picked up 3 to 7 new followers from being on my social media? And that got you 3 direct recruits you weren't gonna get otherwise. And when you did it, you actually had a following so you can train, motivate, inspire. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. By the way, the other thing is we then control our reputation. The greatest thing about my profile online is WFG's personal profile and reputation has gone bananas this year. Better. Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Andy Frisella, Tim Grover. I'm about to interview Lewis Howes. I've interviewed Wayne Gretzky, Adam Levine, John Elway. I got Tom Brady in April. They're all going to be associated with WFG. Reeling in I've got Ty Lopez and all these other guys, right? They all want to be on my stuff. So you should be, sorry, I'm frustrated because it's like, we could be, WFG right now, let me give you an example. Okay, last thing I'll tell you. A lot of people quit WFG. You want to know why they quit? Because you make them. Because they've quit if they don't go to your Tuesday and Saturday. Okay? Well, here's what I'm telling you. People can stay connected with you all the time and stay semi-active in WFG and not necessarily be at every one of your meetings and not feel like they quit. The people who get this are having more and more people show up to their physical BPMs from people who aren't even going to them. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not. It's okay. Yeah. Click. I'm clicking, guys. I'm probably too far from the podium. Anyway, click. Click, click, click. Forget it. I'm going to talk. Here we go. You ready? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. You guys can turn it off. Here's what I want you to do. The #1 profile you should be on, Instagram. Okay? The people you recruit have one. You know what's so killer? Let me give you a little tip. If I recruited Guillermo right now, he had an Instagram account, I'd say, hey brother, let's shake hands. Let's take a picture, post it on your Instagram. And that guy's post says, hey, super excited about my new mentor, Guillermo Haro, getting started in a new business. Details to come later. That's all he says. Guess what starts happening on his Instagram? What is it? Who is he? What's the deal? Then they click on Guillermo's profile and it's a commercial for WFG. You starting to get how you recruit now? Yeah. The other thing that now happens is, or they click on my profile rather, because he posted me, my new mentor, Ed Mylett, or my new mentor, Joe Blow, right? The new people I'm associated with, your SMD. But then guess what? Because he posted that, now I have an excuse for him to make a phone call. It's given him another reason to call and go, will you help me? Now he can go, hey man, did you see the other day I posted that thing on Instagram about the new, yeah, I saw that, what's that all about, dog? You're like, hey, let me tell you. So it's a lead in to the phone call. Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah. All kinds of, so Insta #1, Facebook #2, probably should still be on Twitter, but it's fading. Those are the big 3. You got to learn how to hashtag, you got to learn where to post. Biggest thing you should do today, follow me. I don't need more followers. Just so you know, I'm spending probably $500,000 a year on this. I'm doing it to grow WFG, grow our brand, and I do have selfish reasons for doing it too. Let me tell you what they are. I want to reach millions of people with the kind of message that I have, not just the people that already come to my church. I want to baptize a bunch of people in believing in themselves, making their dreams come true. And here's my belief about that. That's my role, not yours. Your Instagram shouldn't be personal development tips. Okay? You don't need that. Your Instagram should be about WFG and your family. Mine needs to be broader than WFG because I can't draw people to us if I only talk about WFG. There's no point to me doing that. You guys can do that. I need to use my reach. I got people in Australia, I got a guy coming next week that's paying me to meet his graduating high school son for a day, right? And guess what I'm going to tell him to do? Get involved with WFG. Right? And his dad, who runs a funeral home, actually in Philadelphia. Okay, so follow me, like my stuff, comment on my stuff, do it daily, do it regularly. I don't make it that hard. I put out 1 or 2 posts a day. That's all I put out. 1 or 2 posts a day. I'm not like Grant with 3,000 posts a day. I put out a day. By the way, that's his brand. That's okay. He's done really, but one of the reasons I'm pretty big on there is Grant. Grant promotes me, talks about me. I'm speaking at his 10X conference. There's a little world out there. You could elevate hero making. Retention is huge by having them connected to you on Instagram. Huge. You imagine they start seeing your meeting growing after they've quit. They start seeing someone who they saw at the meeting who wasn't doing something now getting promoted. It reinvigorates, reconnects, remotivates. It's huge. You can't dabble in it. Well, does it take a long time? At your size, you can do this in 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day. Find some memes, post some stuff, repost mine, forward it, whatever. Just get active. Start doing it. Mess it up. Now, you can't mess it up this way. You can't over-promote. Don't talk about Transamerica. Don't say you're with Transamerica. You're not. You're with World Financial Group. I don't think you need to say the name of the company. You certainly can't put checks or policies on there. Okay? Don't exaggerate. Don't BS. Don't make our brand look bad. If you do, we'll shut the whole thing down. Transamerica and Aegon are freaked out about how big I am on social media. They don't like it at all, and I don't give a sheesh, okay? The point is, sorry I've said that bad word twice. All right, so get on there. Are we clear about that? Say yes. Yes. Okay, now you, here we go. Clock, running out of time. 20 minutes left. It says 14, so I just bumped it to 20G. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. I want to shift now. That's strategic stuff. Now we're going to talk about you. I'm going to make a recommendation to you. You ready? Okay. Stop being a character that everybody in your life has told you you're supposed to be. Like, stop it. See, most people, here's what I'm going to tell you. How about you decide to be loved and respected for who you really are, not who everybody would like you to be. Okay? Choose in your life to be bold and to be the real you. Most people live a character their parents gave them when they were kids, or their friends think they are now. And I'm telling you, at any time in your life, you can decide to change and be a new person. I'm hoping that as you see me now, if you've seen me speak before, that you think I've evolved, that you think that I'm better. My daughter and I were having dinner the other night, and I have this beard now, right? It started for November, and I like it, so I'm keeping it for a while. I don't give a crap, right? And my daughter's like, Dad, my son's sweet, my daughter's crazy, right? So we're having dinner, and my daughter literally goes, Dad, when does this midlife crisis end? Right? I go, what do you mean? She goes, the beard, you're on social media now. I go, when's all this end? And I go, sweetheart, never. Let me explain something about your daddy. I had a young life crisis too. I had a 25-year-old crisis. I had a 28-year-old crisis. I had a 32-year-old crisis. I had a 36-year-old crisis, and I'm currently having a 46-year-old crisis. And next year I'm going to have a 47-year-old crisis. I'm constantly in a crisis situation to get better, to evolve, to improve, to get to the next version of me.